my my characters are always naked before I put clothes on them. You know, so I got, you know, I don't even know the names of the muscles or anything. You know, I know the shoulder is rounder on some people than others. You got your, I guess, bicep, and you know, and you go to the shoulder, and you kind of go there, let's say, and then the wrist bends, and then you got the fingers. You could do them at the joint, you know, you could draw them at the joints or just go straight across like that. You know, you could go down, curves. Okay, and then whatever character I'm doing, you know, it's a character with small breasts or large breasts, whichever character it is, you know. It's another thing I learned to understand is gravity. I know how things. I know. Sorry, I came at this point in the drawing, but it's also how a person is planted on the ground. I mean, my characters are never floating. You know, there's artists will draw characters going like, seems like they're elevated. Yeah, being elevated. But you got them firm on the ground, because I know that from this point of the hip down to the ground, there's a lot of weight on that hip, you know, and somewhere it meets down to that ankle, you know, and you know, you got hips here, you got hips, and crotch. So there you go. So there's a lot of gravity going on. I mean, from the spine all the way down to that ankle, you know. And so it seems like there's really weight on that person, you know. So let's say this is going to be what character? Okay, I'll make up. Okay. So then I start to get the details. The eyes. Okay, this person is sharp eyebrows. You know, full. Okay, we'll make this the front one. All right. So that thick eyebrows and lazy eyes. Okay, that's all. Add her hair. Let's start inking. Okay. So this is the part where I get really close, and I get, you know, and I have to, you know, hide from the rest of the world because I'm, you know, drawing a lot of details. So it won't be as detailed as I usually do. So you got that one thing. One of the main things I usually do is when I'm doing a drawing like this, while I'm drawing it, I don't know why I wasn't doing it just now, I hold it up backwards to the light, to the lamp, to see, because if you turn your drawing backwards, you can see how crooked it really is. It's weird, but yeah, you turn it, or you show it to a mirror, or, you know, but I usually just hold it up to the lamp backwards, and I'll say, ooh, her jaw's going slanting this way. I noticed as a left-hander, my drawings seem to naturally slant, like this eye here always ends up lower than this eye if I don't watch out, you know, and it just has a slant. I notice right-handers will slant the other way. You know, it's just the way the eye works, and that's why I'm constantly drawing it and then holding it to the light, you know, seeing it backwards, and then I fix it that way before I ink it, you know. So you know, then you start adding the personality. You know, you got her thick eyebrows, got a nose, got the nose. She's got pouty lips. Yeah. So then the hair just fills it in. And then and when I'm inking, it's usually like becomes a coloring. I don't put any black in. It's all just lines, the whole thing. This is kind of a looser process. Usually I'm more obsessing over the inking and slow and turning this way, you know, going crazy. Your patient's wearing hot like so. Okay. Maybe this shirt short. You know, I'm not doing it right now, but usually I'd be kind of going, you know, doing the whole thing. You know, and it's pretty much, you know, you're filling in. You're like putting clothes on it.
It sounds like you do a series of short strokes, like short deliberate strokes, examine, and do another short stroke. Is that about right?
Yeah. It's I don't have another thing that my lifetime teacher tried to teach his students was be confident and just go with the line. Just let it flow. I've never been that confident. Partly because I've never been confident keeping my hand off the page. Another thing they teach you, you know, draw like this. So I always have my hand on to keep my hand steady, kind of thing. I've never been confident to do it the other way. And so yeah, it's become that process where it's slow. I don't use a brush, that's another thing, because I use a nib. Very few times can I make that long stroke. I have to kind of, if you've seen Hirschfeld, you know, the way he did it, he would have this huge drawing with these huge ovals or whatever, and he'd be going. He'd be thinking. And I thought, hey, I'm not so crazy. Hirschfeld does it, you know. So, yeah, that's my own little quirky, you know, thing that I'm comfortable with. So that's why it's the short, you know, and the nib, like I said, the nib will very few times make a broad stroke. Sometimes I will get confident with, if the nib is comfortable in my hand, I get comfortable, then I'll do a broad stroke. Oh, it came out good. You know, stuff like that.
Is there a warming up process, or do you just go straight into attacking?